everyone, welcome to my Tarot Corner. And this reading is about Thomas Markle Jr. that very surprisingly wrote an apology letter to his sister and brother-in-law, apologizing for the letter that he wrote to them, to Prince Harry, before the wedding, where he cautioned him in marrying his sister, telling him that his sister is not reliable, and cautioning him from everything that we afterwards saw true, that became true. Now, the question is why? Why did he write this letter? It was a mission that was something that he was supposed to do in the Big Brother Australia show, where he is now participating. And as I understand, one of the participants, her mission was to convince him to write this apology letter, and he actually did write it, although he said many bad things about his sister beforehand. And it is curious to know what is behind this, whether it is because he just wants to win the contest and the money that is the prize money of the new brother, or is it just because he really does feel sorry? This is the question. And I'm using a very nice tarot deck that is called New Vision. It is actually very much like the tarot itself, the Rider-Waite tarot, but it is all from the back. So this is why it is called the New Vision, because you can see things from a different perspective. So let's see if Thomas Markle changed his perspective, or is it just something that he is doing to win some votes in the new Big Brother Australia, where he's participating. So I'm going to do the 9-card spread, which is giving us a lot of information around the subject. And first I'm clearing the deck. So just one moment. Let's pick it all up and start over. So I'm clearing the energies. And I'm asking the question, why did Thomas Markle Jr. write an apology letter to his sister? Why did Thomas Markle Jr. write an apology letter to his sister? These are also holographic, so they are slippery. Why did Thomas Markle write an apology letter to his sister? Why did Thomas Markle write an apology letter to his sister? And I did find it curious that it was published just after it was published that his father is now suing the paparazzi that he collaborated with before the wedding for better big pictures of him. And I thought that it might also signify this change of view in the Markle family. So let's see what does the Significator card say. And the Significator card is the Devil. So I would say that his motives are not exactly the good motives. Now this is all from behind. You can see the devil back, and the back of the people, and his wings. Now the devil is a card of darkness. When there is no light, there is darkness. This is a card of submission to urges. This is a card of neglect. This is a card of being carried away. This is a card of loss of control. This is the significator card around this letter. So I would say that his motives are not pure. He is not writing this letter because he is really sorry, or because he really feels that he needs to apologize. He is doing that because of his own motives, and his motives of wanting to earn more money, because I know that he is being paid for participating in this program, but still there is this money of the prize, and he wants that money, and this is what this card is saying. So this is the significator card, and the next card clarifies it, and we get the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is the card of wishes coming true. Now, wishes coming true can also be bad wishes. So, and I'm not sure I would say that wanting to earn that money is a bad wish. But he does want the abundance, he does want the happiness, he does want this wish to come true. He wants to win that contest, and this is what this card is all about, as a significant, as a clarification of the devil. Okay, because why is he letting the devil lead him? Because he wants his wishes and his dreams to come true. And this is also a card of a lot of emotions, and this is a card of someone, and here we see what is happening behind the curtain, because in the front of the curtain we see the person sitting with all of the cups on top, and then behind the curtain we see the children are playing, and this is the family card. So this is the wish for the happy family, the children, and this is all things that he thinks that money can buy him. This happy family, this abundance, and this is the clarification for the main card. And then we ask what do we see in the past. So in the past we see the Fool, and the Fool is the one who values freedom more than anything. He is the one who says freedom has no price, and he is the one who is making things reality. He is the one who can take risks without thinking about it. Now here in this card we see the Fool about to jump into this kind of lava and this kind of very ominous place, and this is someone who is being able to take risks without any obligation, but he's also reckless and hasty. And but as I said many times, the Fool can be either the one that is starting the voyage or the journey of the major arcana, or he can be at the end of it. And if he is in the end of the journey, then when he does jump the cliff, he will not fall down. He will stay up. He will float like the people that get enlightened, and he will just be. He got enlightened. And here, this is what is the past. This is the past position. So this is the way he acted in the past. And in the past, he did take risks. And we do know that he had jail time because of drugs and other things. In the past, he was reckless and hasty. And also, this is a card of someone who has frustration. So this can be also something that he was frustrated for not having the money, or that the fact that his father took all of his prize money from the lottery on his sister, and he himself didn't get anything. So this can be also frustration. This is also a card of someone who can burn bridges behind him, and this is exactly what he did when he wrote the first letter to Harry, because this is exactly what happened before, and this is the past position. Okay, now what is the hidden influence? And we get the hidden influence as the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords is a card of being shackled and being tied. But as I said many times, this woman is not very tightly shackled. She's not very, these ties are very easy to open. The main problem she's facing is the fact that she doesn't see what is going on, and that means that she is blind to reality. And this is the hidden influence, and the hidden influence here is the fact that the emotion is taking control, and the logic is not working here. And the person who is blind and doesn't see reality as it is, he is unable to act logically, and he acts from the emotions. And this is the reason he wrote the first letter, and this is the reason he is writing this letter, because it is all because of his own needs, his own wishes, that he wants his wishes to come true, and his own, how would you say that, interests. And when this card comes, it is as an hidden influence. It shows that Thomas Markle has an emotional blockage, and he cannot act rationally. He cannot take cold considerations. He is acting out of emotions, and those emotions can also be. And now you can say that wanting to win money is also a cold consideration, but it is also an emotional consideration. He wants that money. He wants that prize, and he is unable to see reality as it is. And this is why he wrote this letter. So this is the hidden influence, and let's see what is the clarification for it. And the clarification is the Prince, or the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is the fantasizer. He is the one who fantasizes, and because he fantasizes, he misses opportunities. Now, as a clarification, Thomas Markle has this fantasy that if he works by the rules of the big brother, he will win the money. And he is doing whatever he can to get that. And even if it means going against what he has done before and just contradicting himself and writing this letter as if he is asking forgiveness. I'm not sure that he is really asking forgiveness, but mostly that he is doing that in order to get some points. And the present position is, okay, the Hangman. So he changed his point of view. And he changed his point of view. He is now looking at things from another point of view. He is changed his perspective. He is not willing to be a sacrifice anymore. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be like this. And you can see here all the people are looking at him and calling at him, but so he is not willing to be that sacrifice anymore, and he changed his perspective. He is now doing whatever is good for him. He doesn't care care about his sister. He doesn't care about his family. I mean, the broader family. He does things that are good for him, and he is not willing to be the sacrifice anymore. So this is the present. What is the advice? And the advice is the Ten of Swords. Now, when the Ten of Swords comes as an advice, it tells him, okay, you went through a storm, you were rock bottom, you went through all of those swords that went into your back, but now you can look at the rising sun and see that there is a tranquility that comes after the storm. And this is as an advice, it tells him that there is hope in a difficult position, and there is optimism to be seen. There is a beacon of light in the darkness. So he should look at that beacon of light and see that there is something there and there is hope for him. So this is can be also a card of hope, not only a card of being rock bottom. This is a card of when you are after the storm, when the storm is over, you can look at the starting of the new day and get some hope. So this is the advice, and the clarification for this advice is strength. And strength calls him to find the strength from inside of him. And the real strength is the strength that comes from inside. And this is as a clarification for the Ten of Swords. It is very, very interesting to see, because as the person has gotten to rock bottom state and he is in the lowest of his low position, but he can see that there is a starting of a new day. And here we see it from the other point of view. So the dawn is starting where this person is looking at. And then the strength card is telling him there is strength inside of you. There is strength that you can find, and all you need to do is look at this strength. Now, what isn't very interesting in this card is that you can see that down here there is this snake that is coming to bite that woman, that is strong enough to overcome the lion, but the snake can bite her and just overcome her. And you can see up here that the clouds are making this image of a flying horse. So this is also a warning card, because this card is telling him you should be aware of the snake. And I would say that the snake here is his sister. So he can find the strength within himself. He can find the courage within himself, confidence within himself, but he has to be all the time be wary of the snake that might be there waiting for him and waiting to bite him. And this could very much be his sister. This is why sometimes I use all kinds of tarot decks, because you can get some insight from the tarot deck that you use because of the different depictions. So what is the future? And the future is destruction. So this letter will lead him to destruction. He will probably not win what he wants to win. He will not win the contest. This will only make him ridiculous, because he contradicted himself, and he has done something that is completely opposite the way he acted before, and people know that, people see that, people understand that. So that was a very bad decision to do, and this will be the near future. That would be destruction and failure. That is because of what he did, because of the choice that he did. That wasn't the right choice. This is heartache. This is completely the self-destruction, and it is something that he is the one who is to blame. He cannot blame anyone but himself. He is the one that is responsible for it. So this is the tarot. And now I want to take an oracle card from a deck that is called the Power of Love, and see if there is any love between him and his sister, and what does the power of love can do to him. So let's see what kind of message the power of love can give him. So first I'm going to clear the deck. Now I'm going to ask, so a message for Thomas Markle Jr., message for Thomas Markle Jr., message for Thomas Markle Jr. And let's see what we can see here. And I get cause effect. So what can be more true to the point here? So you are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. So this card tells him what you did is the cause to what is happening to you, and if you did good, then you will get a better result, but if you did bad, then you will get the worst result. And this is the cause and effect card, and very curious that to get this card in this reading. So this is about Thomas Markle Jr. I do intend to do another reading about the Christmas, but in whether or not the Harkles will go there, will go to the UK, but I will do that at the beginning of December, when it is more closer to the date, and we will get better energies then. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Please write me an email, write me a comment. I like reading your comments, and I appreciate every email you write, and everything that you have to say, even if it is criticism. It is okay. I have no problem with hearing criticism and learning when I did something wrong. And I hope you understand that. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.